So, hello everyone. Myself, this is Ramakrishna. So today we are going to discuss about a new topic that is nothing but a lake house, which is like one of the most important topics in a Databricks. So we need to understand like why the data lake house has been like a very important and present in Databricks. So what's an important, what's the futures of it, and how it is overcome the previous data warehousing and data lake disadvantages of it. So before we are deep diving into the lakehouse concept, first of all, we have to understand the what is a data warehouse. So the warehouse is nothing but like it's like a centralized repository to store the large amount of data from the various sources. So to enable a business to perform the analysis, reporting, and decision making. It aggregates and integrates and organizes the data from operational systems, transactional databases, and other sources for querying and analysis and topical over the long period of times. So basically, let us understand the what is a warehouse. So it's like a one repository. So where we can able to store all the data. Basically, this data warehouse will be used by the data analyst to analyze the previous historical data and make some decision making of it. So coming to its purposes, data integration, it combines the data from the multiple heterogeneous sources. Like we can get the data from the databases, spreadsheets, CRMs, and other Excel files. Everything we can like whatever the data we have, it we can just like combine together in this one data warehouse into one unified format for the easy purpose. So basically, it is mainly used for the storing a historical amount of data, so allowing for the analysis of various expanding periods, which is essential for trend analysis, forecasting, and business planning. Suppose we have one organization where we want to analyze the last year sales, and we want to predict that like how much sales happened in the last 1 year in this particular month. Then we use this data warehouse to store the entire data, and we will analyze it. So and then like further efficient querying and reporting, optimize it for the complex queries, reporting, and analysis, make it easier for faster retrieval insights compared to the operational data phase. So where database has some restrictions on it, so it will store the huge amount of data in like one easy format for the fast retrieval. So that makes like retrieval and performance of this data warehouse is very huge or very good. So then coming to the business intelligence, support a data-driven decision making by providing a foundation for the BI tools like dashboards and reports that offer the actionable insights. Suppose if you want to know that like what the sales of the like 2024 January, like we will just extract the data and put it in a Power BI Tableau dashboards, and we will let you know that like what's the sales of it. So that's about the data warehouses. So coming to the advantages and disadvantages of data warehouses. So it will structure data, optimize it for the queries, data governance, and data integration. So these are the key advantages of the data warehouse. Uh, then coming to disadvantages, it has a limited flexibility. That means that it struggles to handle the unstructured data. I mean, if we have some new data which is not in the format, then it will not able to store the data. So then high cost, expensive to maintain with the growing data sets. Suppose it is very good for the batch and historical data. Suppose if we have a real-time data, it can't able to hold that kind of data. So complexity. So challenges to manage, especially for the real-time analytics. What I have said is like that's about it is like major disadvantages of it. So then in order to overcome this data warehouse, there is another concept called data lake. So data lake is a centralized storage repository that holds a vast amount of raw data in native format until it's needed. So unlike data warehouse, which stores the data in a structured data, predefined schema format, data lake stores both structured data and unstructured data without requiring a transformation at the point of the ingestion. So don't worry about the definitions of it. So basically data warehouse will be store the data in a structured format. We all know that. So data lake, what it will does is like it will take the data and like store it. First of all, store it in like whatever the format we are coming in. So if we need that data, so then it will retrieve the data based upon the requirements. One of the examples is like NoSQL databases, something like MongoDB, something which is a good examples of some data lake concepts. So coming to its main purpose, centralized data storage. A data lake stores the data in a multiple sources, its raw format, whether structured data or unstructured data, providing a single repository for an organization for the entire data set. So as I discussed that like it will store the both the structured and unstructured data. Flexibility for the multiple data types. It can store the variety of data types, including relational data, JSON files, audio, video, text, and sensor data, making it suitable for the diverse analytical needs. So as when we know, we all know that like a data warehouse will be stores in the data of structured format. So if we have like something data which is like not structured format, like audio format or video format, it can't able to store and process the data. So whereas that in that case, like there is a new concept called like this data lake into coming to the picture, store and analytical purpose. Support for the advanced analytics. Data lake allow for the exploration and analysis of large amounts of raw data using a data science, machine learning, and advanced analytical tools. Since it is stored in a native format, it can be processed for the specific task without need of upfront transformations. So that is a main advantage of it. So in data warehouse, before we have to store the data in data warehouse, we have to transform it according to the particular schema of the data warehouse. Then we have to store it. Whereas in the data lake, we will dump the data first, then we will, according to requirement, we will extract the data. So basically it is mainly used for the big data analytic purposes. Cost effective storage. Built on scalable low cost storage systems, data lake allows organizations to store the large volume of data at lower cost compared to traditional warehouses. So coming to its pros and cons of the data lakes, it supports a big data, handle the structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. Cost effectiveness, built on the scalable cloud storage systems. Flexibility. Coming to the flexibility, it perfect for data scientists and machine learning applications where it has to store various kind of data. Suppose if we want to analyze the image processing of data, where it is very difficult to process the image files in the data warehouse. Whereas in the data lake, we can able to store the data and able to do analytics very easily for the data scientists and machine learning scientists. So that makes a huge impact. So coming to cons, like lack of governance. So inconsistent data quality leads to unreliable analytics, slow performance. Querying unorganized data can be lead to slow performance, complex processing. So extensive ETL work is required for the analytical because it is stored in the format, native format. So in order to so retrieve that information, it has to do so lot of transformations. So so, so we understand that like what is a data warehouse and data lake. So then coming to the lake house concept, the lake house concept taken a like a both data warehousing and data lake concepts and together make a data lake house. It says that like in a data warehouse, so we have some advantages and some disadvantages. In a data lake also we have some advantages and some disadvantages. So it combines the advantages of the both data warehouse and data lake and make a data lake house. So why we need a data lake house? It handles both structured and like unstructured data. And moreover, it will be handle semi-structured data as well. Cost efficiency, leverage the scalability of data lakes with the structured capabilities. And ACID compliance, we all know that atomicity, consistency, integrity, and durability. So which is like a main for like a transaction log and time travel futures. So that will be very helpful in the case of data lakehouse. Ensure the data integrity and reliability for the analyticals. So and real-time data and batch data, it simplifies the managing of both the real-time and historical data. So in like we previously see that one thing is like good for like for storing the data of historical data. One is for the like storing for analytical needs. So in the so it is a combination of both. It is like handles a batch and real time as well. So and then like machine learning and AI easier to access the high quality of data for the modeling and analysis purpose. So that makes a difference of the data lake house when compared to both of them. So here is a picture of it, which gives the overall view of like a data warehouse, data lake, and data lake house. So here in the like a data warehouse, first of all we have a data which is coming and it will be stored like it is like a structured data. Then we will do some ETL work because data warehouse will accept only the some structural format also. So we will store the data in some formats and then we will use it for some BI reports and report generation kind of thing. So coming to data lake, so the data might be come in a like a structured or semi-structured, unstructured format. So it will first of all, what it will do is like it will be like we can have two types of things. Like first of all, so it will perform the ETL and store it in a warehouse, then do it for the Power BI. It is like a performance wise, it is good, but for the transformations wise, it is like difficult because like we have to store the data in a structured format. For the data science and machine learning formats, like it will dump the data first, and then whenever requirements came according to that requirements, it will do a transformation and give the data to the data science and machine learning teams. So coming to the data lake house, it will take both structured, semi-structured and unstructured data. So it has a like a metadata and governance layer. So where it will take the data and make it like convenient for the both whatever the teams required, like a BI reports, data science and machine learning teams, and give you like according to their format, and it will do the transformations and retrieve the data and give the necessary teams. This is overall view about the data lake house. So if you have any worries, let me know in the comment section. I'll help you out. Thank you so much.